everything must be thoroughly cleaned when you have bearing failure of a motor before you put it together on a new motor. Number one cause is because things are not being cleaned properly before they get reassembled in most places. That's why so many motors fail. Oil pan reassembly. As you can see, it is finally nice and clean. Silicone's gone, all the metal is out. The pickup tube has been cleaned thoroughly. There is no metal in the screen, as much as it likes to hide in there. And there's no metal blocked up in any corners around anything else. Windows tray is also looks 1,000 times better. Besides your parts not being thoroughly cleaned, causing engine failure, is those aftermarket rod bolts. Well, why can't we just say bolts? Alright, here's the thing. Your OEM rod is meant for a clamping force for the OEM bolts. When you upgrade to ARP bolts, the clamping force is way harder than what the OEM bolt is. So what does that do to the circle? Well, it's going to distort it every time, whether it's rod bolts or main bolts. You see a lot more of it on rod bolts though. So, and all this information is out there on the internet. You can check the Corvette forums. There's plenty of that. But what it's doing is instead of it being a circle, it's egg shaping it. Because you've got a tighter clamping force here. And so with the tighter clamping force, this is out of round, which causes it to have more pressure in one area versus distributed evenly as much as possible. Therefore, you're going to get a couple runs out of it. You may even get half a year, depending on how hard you push your motor. But if you just do rod bolts and you don't have the rods resized, you're going to spit a bearing and there just went 10,000, 15,000, whatever you spent on that motor. Because the right process was not done. The norm is everybody just swaps out the rod bolts so they can make more power, because the OEM ones will fail. You can't just swap out the bolts and not resize the rods and expect it to live. Thanks for tuning in and stopping by. If there's anything I can help you with, check out allinperformance.com and let's connect. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do. And if you found any value in this, share it. It helps it grow. I very much appreciate all of you. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you down the road.